So if today is your first time of joining us, please go through our timeline and watch the first maiden live chat event that we had, and follow us on all our social media channels to be getting notifications of these live chats. You're welcome. And again, I want to inform you that today is going to be exciting because we have exciting gifts for participants that will follow the program. So another thing again is I will be entertaining questions today. So if you have questions that has to do with credit bureau that you need us to answer, we are here to answer the questions live. Thank you for joining us. My name is Uzoma Chikelo from the Sales and Marketing Business Development Department of FirstCentral Credit Bureau. You're all welcome. FirstCentral Credit Bureau is a company licensed and regulated by Central Bank of Nigeria, and we started operations since 2014. We are the first credit bureau in Nigeria and the best. And also, we are the only credit bureau that is independent. We do not have any affiliation with any financial institution. So it is only truly independent credit bureau in Nigeria. You're welcome once again, and thank you for joining us. So today, like I said, we are talking about the credit report and the credit score. A lot of times people don't know the difference between the credit score and the credit reports. You see people requesting for credit reports when they want credit score, or they want the credit score and they are requesting for credit reports. So today we are talking about both of them, the differences between the credit report and the credit score. And at live events, you declared, and when next you're requesting for what, you know what you're requesting, and you're requesting for your credit score, you know what you're requesting. So if you're like most people, you probably don't know much about your credit score or the difference between the credit score or the credit report. You might know that it is important to have a good one, especially if you want to get a loan or a mortgage, or maybe you want to actually get a loan for other things or money for other things. And what's the difference between them? So now we are bringing you a breakdown. We are starting with the credit report. A credit report is a count of a person's borrowing history and financial standing, typically issued by a credit bureau such as FirstCentral Credit Bureau. A credit report contains information about your previous borrowing history, including the types of accounts you have had, example credit cards, mortgages, retail loans, whether you have made payment on time, and how much debt you currently owe. This information can be vitally important when it comes to applying for loans or opening new lines of credit. After all, lenders use your credit report to determine whether you are eligible for financing, as well as what interest rates to charge you. Yes, I said interest rates. A lot of times people get lower interest rate because they have a good credit score or they have a good credit report. And this is what most Nigerians do not know. The same loan or the same credit that you get from a financial institution, you might not be having the same interest rate with the others because they have a good or fantastic credit report or credit score. So because your financial health has a such impact on many aspects of your life, it is essential that you keep track of your credit reports and make sure that it always reflects an accurate picture of your current financial standing. The way people will wake up and they go to the hospital, they want to run a total or overall health check. That same way you should be visiting the credit bureau to make sure that you have a fantastic credit report, because you don't know when opportunity will come and you'll be asked to present your credit report or credit score. And one thing about the lenders institution is that they don't consult you. They won't even let you know that they are checking you, they're having a background check on you. and they just do the check, and they find out that, oh, you're not eligible. You have some bad debts that maybe unknowingly to you, you did not even know that they exist. So now you need to continually check your credit reports, and we have a fantastic way to make it very easy for you to request for this report from our website, FirstCentralCreditBureau.com, or buy your reports. So you make sure we have several products on our catalogs that you keep checking, making sure that your report is up to date to what you want or what is good, so that when you want to get your loan or apply for a loan, you don't get any issues at all. So now for the credit score. A credit score is essentially a measure of your overall financial health. It takes into account a range of different factors, including your income, your outstanding debts, your payment history. This helps lenders to determine whether or not they will be able to recoup any money they lend in the event that you are unable to pay your debts, because it plays such an important role in determining whether or not you will quickly pay your loans or credit card, or you qualify for it. So having a good credit score is crucial for anyone looking to buy a home, to buy a car, get money, get loan, to start up a business, or revamp your business, or do other things that you want to use money for, or simply you need extra cash in an emergency situations. But what can you do to raise your credit score? Some simple steps, including paying all of your bills on time, maintaining low levels of debt, communication. Credit score, it is slightly different from the credit report. Now, the credit score is the system scoring you based on your credit report that is already with the bureau, scoring you to know whether you're a high-risk customer, whether you're a fair-risk customer, a medium-risk customer, or a low-risk customer. We are coming down to know how these scores are calculated. So sometimes the lenders go straight to look at your score. So your score will determine if actually that you are qualified to get this loan. So now we are talking about the differences. A credit report and credit are both important tools for anyone looking to take out a loan or apply for a new credit. While they may seem similar at first glance, there are actually some important differences between these two pieces of financial information. A credit report provides you in-depth details of your past and current debts, such as your payment history, outstanding loan. Your credit report will mention the names of institutions you've borrowed money, even the ones you've repaid, or the ones that you're going to that is currently on and you're repaying. It will give you how you have been paying the money, when this loan was availed, when it went into delinquent, the arrear amount, the arrear date, number of days in arrears. It will give you the installment amount of this customer's loans or indebtedness. But the score will not give you these details. I repeat, the credit score will give you details of all the institutions. Now, for credit, FirstCentral credit reports, a report comes in two ways: the demographic information, which the credit report will give you all the customers' information, the BVN, the date of birth, the means of identification, the addresses, the phone numbers, the email addresses, office address or business address, and the financial institutions that have availed loans to you, how much they gave you, how much you are meant to pay, the ones you have defaulted, the ones that are bad, the ones that are in good standing. These are what the credit report will provide. But the score is a summary of the credit report itself. So the score is going to score you based on this information you already have in your credit report. So now, why you are repaying your loans and the history and the debt levels, they will not be shown in your score. They will only be shown in your credit report. But let me make it clear for you. You can only know how to repay or improve on your score when you know what your credit report says. Now, if you have a bad credit score, there is no way you will know what to do to improve on the score if you did not see the credit reports. So because the report is a detailed summary of your involvement with the financial institutions based on your loans, your overdrafts that you've taken, the ones you've repaid, the ones that have gone bad, and the ones you're currently paying. Furthermore, while there is no standard format for credit reports, most creditors use a similar scoring model to provide a single numerical value that represents your credit worthiness in the case of credit score. So while they serve different purposes and focus on different aspects of financial information, both a credit report and credit score are valuable resources for anyone looking to take out a new loan or manage existing financial obligations. How do you obtain this credit report? Now you can order your credit report through our website, FirstCentralCreditBureau.com, or you send an email to us via sales@FirstCentralCreditBureau.com or info@FirstCentralCreditBureau.com. Or there are other channels. You can follow us on Facebook, send us DM, follow us on Instagram, send us DM, follow us on Twitter, send us DM, and you can also follow us on LinkedIn. So we have different channels where you can request for credit reports. But like I said earlier, on our website, we have a place where you can order for your report and get your report by yourself in your email without going through a third party. So, once you have received your report, it is very important you review it carefully. You don't just order your report and you keep it as one certificate that you acquired. Once your report is given to you, you go through it to make sure that all the information there represents truly who you are, both your demographic information and your financial information. And if by any chance that you have a dispute or one is not a true representation of what you want or who you are, you can file a dispute form with us and we'll help you to resolve or update your reports. Now, having a bad credit report is not the end of the world. Yes, you can improve on it. It can be updated. So reach out to us today, or while we are still talking, you can quickly go to our website and check out what I just talked about, FirstCentralCreditBureau.com. Order your reports and you see catalogs of all the reports that we have and choose the one that you want and you get your report right now. And please, like I said, go through your report always and make sure that it has a true representation of who you are and what you are. The lenders don't need to see you. Like in the case of all the online loan applications, they don't need to see you. They don't need to see you to know who you are. They don't need to know you to truly know if you are able to repay or not. They only need your credit report. So in this world that we are, you do not need to play with your credit report because that is who you are. That is your character. You're presenting to the outside world, telling them, oh, this is me. This is who I am. So make sure that your credit report states exactly who you are and what you want it to be. How do you find out your credit report, your credit score? It is the same process of getting your credit report from us. That is the same process that you can use to get your credit score. Finding out your credit score is an important step in taking control of your finances. By knowing where you stand, and you can take steps to improve it, your credit rating, and make most of the opportunities that will be open to you. There are special reports on our catalog that will provide you with credit score, such as consumer detailed S-score reports, consumer basic S-score reports, and NICO score, and others. To determine your credit score, this special credit report will provide a detailed summary of how well or poorly you are doing when it comes to borrowing and repaying what you owe. They can also offer useful tips on how to improve your credit score over time, so that you can better benefit from financial products like mortgages, loans, and other lines of credit. So like I said, you can go to the website after this chat, or maybe right now, and try out the FirstCentralCreditBureau.com, order your report to see how to order for your reports or your credit reports. And now we have special reports also. They can provide you with your credit report and your credit score at the same time. You're looking at your score and you're also seeing your reports. And that's the Consumer Detailed X-Score report on our system. For lending institutions that are watching us today, you want to have access to credit reports, or you want to be checking your customers to know their level of indebtedness before you give out loans to them. You can mail us on sales@FirstCentralCreditBureau.com, and we will sign you up immediately. Our services are highly professional and affordable, and also we have trained and courteous relationship officers to guide you through the whole process of signing up. Now, when I was talking about credit score, I told you that the credit score is a numerical statistical report that will show you if you are a high-risk customer, you're a low-risk customer, medium risk, or a fair-risk customer. Now, low-risk customer is a score of 720 and above. 720 and above means you're a low-risk customer. I've mentioned how these scores are calculated. They are calculated based on the number of loans you've taken. They are calculated based on your payment history, the total amount owed, the length of credit history, types of credits. These are things that are taken into consideration in evaluation to get your credit score. For medium risk, from 690 to 719 is for medium risk, and fair risk is 630 to 689. High risk is 300 to 629. Will give you high risk customer. First Central Credit Bureau, once again, is the only truly independent credit bureau in Nigeria without any affiliation to any financial institution on board or directors. So, why in the course of our trainings or presentations, we normally encounter a lot of frequently asked questions people ask based on the credit score and credit report. I know you have questions, and but before we go to your questions, let us take some of all these frequently asked questions. We can start taking questions from you, our viewers. So one of the questions is credit score more important than credit reports? Well, both of them are important. Both can be used by the lenders to determine whether to grant you loan or credit or not. Your credit score is important, but if you really want to dig into your report, like I've mentioned earlier, I said your credit report will give you detailed information of your credits and loans, but the score is just a numerical value of it. So if you're looking into updating your reports, you're looking into reviewing your reports, I would advise you go for your credit reports than going for the credit score. But both of them are important. None is more important than the other. It depends on the reason why you're requesting for one. So if you just want to know your score, your credit score is okay. But if you're looking into getting a deeper details of your reports, or your information, please go for credit reports. Then another question is, do credit reports contain credit scores? Not all credit reports contain credit score. I've mentioned it earlier, not all credit reports contain, in fact, they are two different products on each other. But we FirstCentral Credit Bureau, we made it very easy for you, and we have specialized reports that will provide you with both the credit score and the credit report. So now we will start taking your questions, and we'll start taking your questions. But remember that we have exciting gifts for you. We'll be asking questions later. So if you get our questions, we have exciting gifts for you. Yes. So some of the questions that we are getting is someone is asking us, he said, what if my report is not good? How do I go about updating it? What if my report is not good? How do I go about updating it? Okay, there are two steps that you can use to update your report. The first step that you can use is visiting your bank, the financial institution, visiting them and making sure that your report is your account with them is up to date. So if you have a bad debt with the bank, you can follow up with them and make sure that you repay all the loans, and ask them to update your record with the credit bureau. You ask them to update your record with the credit bureau. So with that, they can help you to update your reports. They can help you to update your reports with the credit bureau. Or you can reach out to us. You can send an email to us, or you call us in several ways, and we'll help you to update your reports. We reach out to the banks ourselves and tell them, oh, this customer is saying that he's no longer owing you. How do we update this customer's report? Has the customer finished paying? And your report will be fully updated. So we'll be taking your questions. We are waiting to take your questions. You're waiting to take your questions. So I mentioned earlier that we have exciting gifts for you. We have exciting gifts for you. So once you have opportunity for us to give you the gifts, is when you answer all our questions. We will be giving you. So please ask your questions, and I'm here to answer your questions. All right, we are getting your questions. Kindly drop your questions. We'll be taking those questions from all our channels, and we'll be answering them as we go on. Okay, someone is asking, are there privacy concerns when credit bureaus share customer data with lending institutions? Oh wow. They said, are there privacy concerns when credit bureaus share customer data with lending institutions? Well, for we credit bureau, like I said earlier when we started, I said we don't just share data with lending institutions. We are moderated and licensed by CBN, and we are investigated and regulated by CBN also. So any lending institutions that we are sharing our information with is also regulated by CBN. So any data that we share is only approved data by the CBN. Approved data by the CBN. That's the only data that the credit bureau share with the lending institutions. So, but if you feel that your privacy is being violated, you can write to us, and you can also visit our office and we talk about it. But just know that every single information on our database are the approved data that CBN has given to the credit bureau, and all our activities are being monitored by the CBN. Registered institutions on the bureau can access their customers' information. Like I said, there is always an agreement that we sign with the the lending institution. The lending institution signs an agreement with us before we can share this approved data from CBN. So we'll be taking more questions. We'll be taking more questions. Someone is asking again. He said, how do I know that my information is on the credit bureau? Oh wow. How do I know that my information is on the credit bureau? The only way you can know that your information is on the credit bureau is when you request for your credit reports. But if you have ever taken loan in a registered or approved financial institution in Nigeria by CBN, just know that your information is with the credit bureau, because these financial institutions are mandated. They are mandated by CBN to send this information to the credit bureau. All the financial institutions that are regulated by CBN are mandated to share your information and the information of everyone that has taken loan with the credit bureau. So you will know that your information is with the credit bureau if you have taken loan before with a recognized and registered financial institution in Nigeria. Okay, someone is asking, he said, please, why do most financial institutions only update credit reports on monthly basis? Why not weekly or even daily, as the case may be? Oh well, Mr. Magis Ikeji, why they update it monthly? In the beginning, it was monthly submission, but we have made it very, very easy for our customers in the lending institutions to update even every minute. They can update every hour, they can update every day, they can update every week. Yes. Now, the monthly data submission is what is approved, that at every end of the month, this information should be collated in details and sent to the credit bureau. But in the event where you have finished making your payment and you want your report to be updated immediately, you can visit your bank and tell them that you would like them to do a quick update on your reports, and they will do that. Or you can reach out to us and say, oh, I finished paying so organization and I would like my update to be done immediately. We'll reach out to your financial institution and ask them if this customer report is up to date. And once they say yes, it's up to date, we update you immediately. We also have a special portal that we call iRemedy portal, that some of our customers, they have access to it. That the comforts of their homes or their offices, they can do these updates themselves right on our database. Yes, and it will reflect live. So update is not only done monthly. It can be done monthly, it can be done weekly, it can be done daily, it can be done hourly, it can be done every minute on FirstCentral Credit Bureau. So someone is asking, he said, How long does it take for credit bureau to clear flagged BVN after payments? Chidima Ibibulam, thank you for your question. You're asking how long it takes us to clear someone's BVN that is already flagged. Well, let me just give you an overview on how credit bureau works. Now, we don't just flag customers. This information is given to us by the lending institutions that are approved by CBN, and it goes into our database automatically. Now, if this BVN, like I said, or what we call it records, if these records are bad and the customer has finished making payments, we wait at the order of the initiating institution. We update it. When I was explaining on how updates can be done, it's same process also. So once the bank writes to us and say, oh, this customer has finished paying, kindly update on your system, we update it immediately. Or you can reach out to us and we'll do the update for you by reaching out to the bank to ask them if the customer has actually finished paying and your information. In fact, if you're very sure that you have finished making payment today, you can reach out to us that same day and we'll help you with your update. So it's very, very, very easy. Sometimes people have difficulties in things because they lack knowledge. So that's why we are bringing this live chat every time so that we educate the masses on how to go about with their credit report, their credit score, and how to update. Earlier, we have a self-help platform. It's called iRemedy, a self-help platform. That platform, the financial institution in their bank, even without contacting us, can update your report. So sometimes people just finish making payments and they walk out of the bank and think that it can be done automatically. Yes, it can only be done automatically when they are submitting their mandatory monthly submission. Their mandatory. The one that is mandatory is the monthly. But if you appeal to them that you want your report to be updated immediately, even that same day, yes, it is possible. It is possible. And I said earlier, there are two ways. You can do that through your bank or you can do that through us. So someone said, Dotie Tuyo, he said, most lending company doesn't update their customers' credit reports with you people after loan repayment has been made. Mr. Dotie Tuyo, thank you. That is why you need to always check your credit reports from us. That is why you need to check your credit reports to know if it is updated or not. So there are details on how this thing works, and sometimes it is totally not the financial institution's fault why these informations are missed. But like I said, if you have access to your credit report, you can follow up and you can update your report. When I was giving the lecture in the beginning, I said your credit report is a true representation of you to the outside world. So if you have your credit report all the time, you can update it to what you want. So it's very easy. You can use your phone, your smartphone to request for your reports, and you get your reports and know what is happening. So you go to the bank and tell them, oh, I finished paying and I want my report to be updated. Or you can reach out to us and we update it to you at no charge. It is free. Updates from us is free. So don't say, oh, they want us to come to them so that because they want to collect my money. No, we are not collecting your money. So coming to us, we are doing the updates for you free. So reach out to us today. Send that email. Give us that call today. Send the DM on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and we'll help you to update as long as you have finished making the payments, because we will reach out to your bank to know if actually you finished making the payment. This one said, Mr. Samuel Sydney from YouTube, he said, how can I know the institution that reported me to the FirstCentral Credit Bureau? Thank Thank you. When I was talking about the credit score and the credit report, I said when you want to dig deeper into your details is the credit report. So when you request for your credit report, our credit report will list out all the informations, the banks, the institutions that have reported you, and the amount that is stating there. So the only way you can know is when you see your credit reports. So please send that DM to us today or send email so we can help you to let you know the institutions that have reported you. Someone said, Mr. Jide Ajayi from YouTube, say, good morning. How do I get letter of good standing, fulfilled obligations sent to my bank? I'm not sure if I'm getting your questions. Are you saying letter of not indebtedness? Because that can only be given by your bank. But if you're talking about your credit report that shows that you're finished paying to another bank, you can call us, you can send an email to us. So with your report, you can send it to the bank. If it's coming from us, that means it's an official report. You can send it to the bank and tell them, oh, I got this report from FirstCentral Credit Bureau and it shows I am clear and I am no longer owing. But if you're referring to letter of non-indebtedness, you have to get that from your bank. Thank you. Okay, we are taking okay. Okay, someone said someone is still asking question. Said, sorry, I want to make sure that I'm not missing most of the questions. Okay, the same question is, we've answered something similar. He said, how do I get my report updated? I've answered it earlier. The person is asking, how do I get my reports updated? You can get your report updated by getting to your bank and telling your bank that you want your report to be updated. Or you can reach out to us to get your report updated. So we do not give you letter of non-indebtedness, but I can assure you, I told you that we have a lot of freebies for you today. And one of them is that you are entitled to a free credit report once a year. Yes. Don't tell anybody. Yes. As a Nigerian, you are entitled to free credit report once a year. So don't be scared coming to our DM. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared going to the website to check your report today. Yes. And we'll be getting, I'll be asking you some questions today. And if you get your questions, if you get my questions, we'll be chatting you on the DM after this live chat to know how to deliver your gift to you. And the first one is very simple. I know it's very, very simple, and everybody will like to answer and get it. And everybody will answer and get it. So the first question today will be, okay, what is the name of FirstCentral Managing Director? Please put it down. Put it down. Some people are taking records. first person to get the answer anywhere, we are taking the records. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, the first person, the difference between credit report and credit score. The first person to get that question will be DM you with, we'll send you a DM with your gift today and how to deliver your gift today. And the third question today, before we call it off today, is how do you get your reports from FirstCentral Credit Bureau? Tell me how to get your reports from FirstCentral Credit Bureau. I thought about all those things. Yes, I thought it today. So the first person to get it today, put in your answer down on the comment section. Okay, thank you everyone. It has been very wonderful being with you today. Like I said, our website is www.firstcentralcreditbureau.com, and if you want to order your reports, you can go to the website, go to order your reports and order your report, or you can send mail to us, info@firstcentralcreditbureau.com, sales@firstcentralcreditbureau.com, or you can call us on all the numbers that you see on the website. Yes, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and we have lots of exciting gifts for you and exciting experiences that we are bringing your way in using this live chat. So, bringing you greeting from our managing director. Oh, I wanted to mention his name. No. Okay. I'm saying someone is asking to repeat the question. Are you sure they will not answer? Well, I'm that nice. The first question, like I said, is what is the name of FirstCentral Managing Director, our MD? Put down his name. If you know his name, you're getting an answer. Oh, the staff are not included. If you're staff and you put in something, we are not going to recognize that. It is void. Totally void. Yes, for other participants, what is the name of the managing director? That's the number one question. And the number two question is differentiate between the credit report and the credit score. That's the second question. And the third question is how can one get his credit report from FirstCentral? Yes. First question again, the name of a managing director. And the second question differentiates between credit score and credit report. One is how do you get your report? How can one access his report from FirstCentral Credit Bureau? So these are third questions, and we'll be collating answers after this live chat. And for the winners, we'll send you a DM and how to get your gifts across to you. Thank you everyone for joining us today. See you in the next edition. We'll be teaching you on how to improve your credit report and your credit score. There are a lot of importance. I will take out one time. People are still asking questions. Time is really against us. So we'll answer some of all those questions in the next edition of events. Yes, the next edition will be able to answer some of all those questions. So if you still have questions, please. Keep dropping them. Keep dropping them on those channels. And answer them. Yes, keep dropping them on those channels. We can answer questions, offline. We can still reach out to you and answer your questions, please. Thank you so much for joining us for today, and see you in the next edition. Like I said, in the next edition, we'll be talking about how to improve on your credit score and your credit reports. Please don't forget to join us. Don't forget to join us on all our live events. And how do you get these notifications? It's when you follow us on all our channels. Please. I still remain yours, Uzoma Chikel. Thank you so much. To have a pleasant day. Bye.
solution. We are just the best in portfolio management. We are the first and only independent credit bureau and an emerging global brand that is committed to designing and deploying solutions that turns data into strategic tools for information and risk management. Our products includes consumers product and commercial product. Our services include report system integration, FirstCentral software services, data management services, batch reporting services, and so on. We deal with people, information, and technology. FirstCentral Credit Bureau, Nigeria's first and truly independent credit intelligence firm, enhancing possibilities. Innovative, credible solution. This is who we are. We are just the best in portfolio management. This is what we do. Risk management, securing your database. We're on a mission. Provide innovative, credible solution. We are just the best in portfolio management. We are the first and only independent credit bureau and an emerging global brand that is committed to designing and deploying solutions that turns data into strategic tools for information and risk management. Our products includes consumers product and commercial product. Our services include report system integration, FirstCentral software services, data management services, batch reporting services, and so on. We deal with people, information, and technology. FirstCentral Credit Bureau, Nigeria's first and truly independent credit intelligence firm, enhancing possibilities.